Back on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, Walmart had their Mi Box S on sale for $30. It was $29.99, something like that. Anyway, I could not turn it down. I've got the original Mi Box, but that I never used. But for 30 bucks, I couldn't turn it down. So I'm going to compare this box to the Beelink GT1 Mini2. So this one's got an Amlogic S905X3. Where the Xiaomi Mi Box has the Amlogic S905X. Actually, it's 905L, which is about the same as the X. But anyway, it's about 3 generations prior to the Beelink. Okay, here's the Xiaomi Mi Box. Now this one has got 2 gigabit of memory and 8 gigabit of storage. So on the front, we have nothing. On the side, we don't have any ports. Now on the rear, this is where all the ports are. You've got an audio port, an HDMI port, a USB 2 port, and a power port. Nothing on this side. Again, nothing in the front. No vent holes, nothing on the rear or the bottom. And here's the top. Now here is the Beelink. Now the Beelink has got 4 gigabit of memory and 64 gigabit of storage. Okay, here's the front. Now there's a little pinhole there that the light shines through to show you that it's got power. I think it's a little white light. On the side you have a micro USB port, and on this port I've actually got a micro SD card inserted into it. And that has got my Core ELEC. So this box dual boots, okay? And here is a USB 3 port, USB 2 port, and on the rear you have an AV port, so you can use an older TV set if you so desire. It's got an Ethernet port. Now this is gigabit, not just a fast Ethernet, it's gigabit. Now the Xiaomi did not have an Ethernet port. And here is the HDMI port, which is 2.2. And here is the power port, and nothing on this side. So here's the top, kind of a textured plastic. In the bottom, you have some vent holes here, and you have a reset hole there. Underneath there is a little button that you can reset with a paper clip. Anyway, this box does dual boot. So anyway, that's that. Now, the Beelink, it comes with an air mouse. And it's a nice little air mouse, and it's got the voice. It's got a mic button here. It's got the home, return, blah, blah, blah. The only thing is these buttons are a little hard. They're very stiff to use. So I prefer using this one. Now this one, again, it's a GS30. Yeah, G30S, I believe that's what it is. Anyway, I love these remotes here. It's very comfortable. It's got the mic button. Now this is not perfect. It's not perfect, but it is a very nice remote, very comfortable. So I'll be using that to test it. Now this is the remote that comes with this. Now this does not have an air mouse function, but with this box you do not need it because this box is very limited on what you can do. It's basically a media player, and that's all it is. So you don't need an air mouse function for that. Again, this is Bluetooth. It's fairly comfortable, but the buttons are kind of flimsy, I guess you will. It's not a great remote, but it gets the job done. Again, I'll be using this remote here to test on this box. So I'll be using this remote for this box and this remote for the Xiaomi. So that's what I'll do. Okay, as I said earlier, the first thing I did when I received this new Mi Box S, I went ahead and installed version 9. And probably a bad mistake. So I installed the beta, which was PI 2231, okay? Then a couple days ago, they came out with a final version, but it said the same P2231, which doesn't make sense. So anyway, I don't think this is the final. But they said it was, somebody said it was, somebody said it's not. So anyway, I don't know. But anyway, I'll show you what it works, how it works. Okay, so using this Pi version, and I don't recall, I didn't play it long enough. It came with version 8.1, Android 8.1. I immediately went to the beta version, so I really don't know if it played very well then or not. I assume it did. But anyway, now you've got MB. MB plays fairly well on it. Now I'm using version, the bottom right hand corner, version 1774G, and Vorkey version 4406 of the server. Okay, Netflix does play in 4K, so I'll give you a little demo of that. Okay, since I'm on Wi-Fi, it does take a little while to get up to the highest bit rate. So if you look at the top corner, it says 5,800 kilobytes per second. It will get up to 16,000, which is 4K UHD. Now, one thing that it does not do, it does not change the frame rate. It's still showing 60 frames per second. But this should be showing 24 frames per second, but it's not. Okay, we're slowly getting there, and if you noticed, it did take a little while. And again, that's due to the Wi-Fi. Now, I did use a dongle, and it did not matter. It was still slow. I used a USB 3 to gigabit Ethernet port, even though this port on this box is only USB 2. Okay, it's almost there. It took a while, but it will get up there. So anyway, it's playing at UHD 4K. There it is. Okay, so we verified Netflix plays in 4K and with Dolby Digital Plus. Go to YouTube, and there again, that will play in 4K, and I will show you that. Okay, we're going to use the microphone built into this remote and see if we can get some 4K videos to watch. Let's go to search. 4K video. Okay, there we are. 4K video. Let's pick that one. That's one I normally use. We'll pick that one. Again, if you notice, the optimal current resolution is 25 by 60. Again, due to the fact that it's running on Wi-Fi or even the USB Ethernet adapter, it still takes a while to get up there. So it's very slow. But there's no drop frames, but it will get up there. So that's what I want to show you. It will play YouTube in 4K. Okay, let's take a look how Kodi performs. Again, I am using the Embroidery Skin and the MB app under Kodi. So that's what you're looking at right now. So we're going to test out Saving Private Ryan. Okay, we're checking to see if it changed to 24 frames per second, and it did not. Don't understand why, but it did not. Okay, it shows no drop frames and only 3 skip frames, but that's probably when I first started up or paused it. The megabits per second is 31.7, so it's just a mid-range bit rate. It's not a high bit rate. So that's that one there. Okay, there's the information. It is 1920 by 1080, so this is a 1080p video. So that's what I'm showing you right there. I've got some movies on the Google Play, so we're going to take a look and see how that performs. Okay, the library, here's My Movies, Back to the Future, Alf. Okay, so we'll go ahead and test one of those out. Now it says Dolby Surround on my AVR. It should say DD Plus or something like that, but it's not true surround sound. The quality is okay. I would probably say about DVD quality or lower. It might get better as time goes on, but due to the Wi-Fi, I'm sure that that's part of the issue. But like I said, the video quality is probably about a DVD and not Blu-ray. I cannot log into Voodoo because the onboard keyboard does not pop up, and my external keyboard will not work on this device. So it's hit or miss. So I cannot log into it. I've tried several times and it will not let me log in. Okay, here are the apps that's on here. Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video. I don't have a password. I don't subscribe to that, so I cannot test it. So that's what it's got. There's no Chrome browser. There's nothing like that on there. It's just a basic, basically it's a streaming device. If you have your own media, it will play halfway. Okay, now the HD Home Run, it's flaky. It will run a little bit, but 720p's will not work at all. So I cannot depend on that. MB works okay. Netflix gives you 4K with Dolby Digital Plus. So that's okay there. YouTube gives you 4K, but it takes a long time due to the Wi-Fi to get up to speed. Same thing with Netflix. Tubi, Kodi works okay, but there's a lot of buffering on your high bit rate. So it's a mediocre device. And again, I paid $30 for it. It was on sale. I would not pay $60, and that's what it's going for right now. It's not worth $60 to me. Now, it may have been okay before I upgraded it to the Pi, Android Pi 9.0. But anyway, that's what we got. So now we'll go over and test the Beelink GT1 Mini2 based on the SM Logic S905X3. And this box here is the S905X X, not 3. So that's what that one is. So okay, now I'll go over and test the other one. Now this is the Beelink GT1 Mini2, and this one is running the Avitech ATV ROM that he created for this box. So this is not running the stock firmware. This is an ATV firmware. And I like it much better than the interface on the Invita Shield or the Xiaomi Mi Box. So I just like it better. It's got a lot more stuff. The things are smaller, especially it looks better on the 65-inch TV. All right, so now let's start checking some of these things out. Okay, first we'll go check the HD Home Run. Now one thing you notice, this is a lot faster than another one. The picture quality is outstanding. Let's go up to 2.1. That's the one. This is a that's a 720p. The other one would not play this one at all. But these play very well. The video quality is outstanding. Okay, now we're going to check out MB. Here's the MB interface. We're going to play Saving Private Ryan. Picture quality is outstanding. I get Dolby Digital, but I do not get HD audio out of this. But I do get Dolby Digital and DTS, so it does give me surround sound. It's direct streaming, not direct playing. So, but the quality is outstanding. There's no buffering, nothing. It works great. This one has got the gigabit Ethernet, which I'm connected by. All right, YouTube. Let's check out YouTube. Okay, let's check out the search function. Now we're going to use the little mic button on my remote. 4K video. Works great. Works absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's check this one. Now the Xiaomi Mi Box, it took a while before it got up to the fast. Okay, now right off the bat, you see it there, 34, 38, 40. The Xiaomi Mi Box was still showing 21 or whatever because it took forever using Wi-Fi to get up to speed. But this one was almost simultaneous, so that's what I want to show you there. Okay, here's Cody. Again, there's no drop frames, no skip frames. The megabits per second for the video is 30 megabits per second. So again, it's mid-range, but it is a Blu-ray. Okay, again, this one is showing a 24-bit frame rate. The picture quality is just outstanding, and you get DTS. And one thing I like about this operating system, which the Xiaomi Mi did not have, but the NVIDIA Shield does have a similar option, but this one here. Double click the home button and I can clear everything that's running. So I just cleared everything that was running. Now I can test Vudu, but this will not play. My movies that are on Vudu will not play on this box. Probably because it's not Google certified. I tried watching it HDX, but the strange part is running on my Beelink GT1 Pro, which is a 922 S922M logic, see it come right back to the main screen. But it was saying on the 922, it will play it. It will play it in 4K, so excuse me, 1080p, but this box it won't. Don't know why. Okay, Vudu does have a lot of free stuff, but you got to watch a lot of commercials. So let's pick this one here and free with ads. Van Diesel. No, we're going to see if it plays. Oh, we got to watch 2 ads, so I'll be right back. And if you notice down the bottom right-hand corner, it's about 30-second ad for that. But we are getting Dolby Digital Plus on this, so we are getting surround sound. Video quality is okay, so we shall see here in about 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the movie should begin. Let's see if it plays. Let's see if it does work. Nope, it did not work. Now again, if I try watching this on my Beelink GT1 Pro, which uses the Amlogic S922, all these play. They all play perfectly. So it's got to be being software decoded, and it's probably this X90X3 box probably does not have the power to decode its software. So that's probably the reason that it does not play. But on the other box, they do play. And it's not Google certified. Now Netflix is only 480p, and you have to use the mouse on it. So I'll open that up and check it out. Again, I have to use my mouse pointer, and this remote comes with an air mouse in addition to the voice and everything else. So this remote works good. All right, let's see what this does. If you notice up here, 960 by 540, that's what you get. You get DVD quality, and it's PCM. You do not get Dolby Digital. So that's what you get on Netflix. It's very low quality, but it is watchable. Now here are the apps that it uses. Now this is uses the Chrome browser, and that works very well. So that's one of the benefits to this box. I'll go ahead and open that up. Again, you have to use the built-in mouse that's on this remote. Now this is right here. Now this is the remote that I'm using right there. And it's less than $10 no matter where you buy it, but most of the time you find it is $20, but if you shop around you can get it for about $8 or $9. But anyway, for this box, for $77.49, it comes with that remote. Without it, it's $70. So this box is far superior to the Xiaomi Mi Box. And basically, it's only about $15 or $20 more expensive. But this has got 4 gigabyte of DD RAM, 64 gigabyte of ROM. So that's what you get. But anyway, this it works very well. Okay, this is the ROM that I'm running right now by Avatech. Now, also these other people, Super Celeron, they make great ROMs. Where is he? And Minix Freak. He also makes very good ROMs. So I've tested them all. And right now I'm using this one from Avatech. Right here. Okay, this is it right here. So if you want this box with this ROM, it's fantastic. And if you use his ROM, it's nice to toss him a bone. He always enjoys that. So that's what you get. Very nice ROM, very nice box. Okay, so again, to clean all this up, where I've been browsing, I click the home button a couple times and clear all. Then I click another button to get rid of the mouse. This is what it looks like to be. Now, one of the best benefits of all, this thing dual boots. So you can boot into a different operating system. So I'll show you briefly that one. Okay, now I'm going to reboot, and it will boot into Core ELEC. Okay, that's what it looks like if it's booting up. Okay, here's all movies. I don't need to go into too much detail because I've already showed you this. So let's go back to Saving Private Ryan again. Now this thing plays every video and audio codec you can throw at it. Saving Private Ryan. And there's the cast. Tom Hanks, Tom Sizemore, blah, 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 blah. And we've seen all these, so I don't want to go too much detail. Again, this box has a gigabit Ethernet, and right now it's going on the internet to grab the information about Van Diesel. So it's not slow because of the box, it's just grabbing the information from the internet. Normally that's not this slow. There's his movies, 54 movies and 2 TV shows. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. That was not what we're going to show you. Yeah, we want to play this one. Okay, it's changed the frame rate to 24 frames per second like it's supposed to, and my AVR is showing DTS HD MA, master audio, so high definition. Here's the information on it. The screen resolution is 3840 by 2160, but the video resolution is 1920 by 1080, so it's a Blu-ray movie, not a 4K movie. And here's some more information. Again, it's megabytes of 30 megabits per second. All right, let's see what Skyscraper does. Okay, there's the information on that, and it's running at 24 frames per second. And here's some more information about it. Now this one is a 74.5 megabits per second, so this is a high bit video. Again, this is showing a DTHD, so Dolby True HD audio. The frame rate changes to 24 frames per second, and no drop or skip frames. So perfect, absolutely perfect. Okay, for my opinion, this box here, the Beelink, now let it be known that Beelink sent me this box free of charge for testing and making reviews on. But either way, I would purchase this box if I had to, because this is a very nice box. But anyway, that's some of the things it can do. It dual boots into this different operating system. And I'm sure that they have a Linux port out for it too, if not, it's coming soon. So these boxes are so versatile that the other ones can do. Now, keep in mind, this is not a streamer. This is not a dedicated Netflix or Amazon Prime streamer. This is for if you have your own media, or basically if you have your own media or recordings. I do a lot of recordings, so these are all recordings from the antenna I got on the roof. So if you do a lot of that, this is the box to get. So one thing that I did not show you, I need to show you right quick. Netflix does play in 1080p on this box, plus it has frame rate changed to 24 frames per second, and it gives you Dolby Digital. So let me bring that up. Okay, I'm going to go over here to add-ons. I'm going to go down to Netflix and click on that. Okay, we're going to take a look at this one, Witcher Season 1, Episode 6. So we're going to take a look at that. I cannot have it on too long because I get into trouble. You can only flash it for about 5 or 10 seconds. So, but I'll go ahead and show you that in just a second. Okay, you see there, it's 3840 by 2160 at 24p. So I'll bring up some more information. Okay, here's the information on it. Screen resolution 3840 by 2160. So my GUI is UHD 4K. And the video is 1920 by 1080. Okay, we'll give you some more information now. Okay, if you see, there is no dropped or skipped frames, and it's a very low bit rate. It's 2.8, about 1.3 megabits per second. That is amazing how it's such a low bit rate, but the quality is outstanding. And it is 4K, or excuse me, 1080p. So again, in summation, I would say that this is a very good box for the price. Much better than the Xiaomi Mi Box. Again, if I had bought it for 30 bucks, which I don't know why I bought it because I won't use it, but I would not have paid $50 or $60 for it. But that's just my opinion. So take it for what it's worth. Thank you.